Florida's running low on water, they tell us. We've talked to water experts.
The world's running low on water. It's not an endless supply.
But we have more springs and fresh water than almost any place on Earth.
A lot of aquifers.
Yeah, we got tons of lake. You take 2 steps and you're there in a lake. So, but our aquifer, while we're having more people, and for every person you add, there's some thousands of gallons of water that they take up with their showers and their drinking and their baths.
Their necessities.
That's right, their toothbrushing. Well, some members of one community say, we know what you're going to try to do, and we don't want you to do it.
Just don't.
They're very hesitant for what critics call toilet to tap. Okay, we've all heard of this. So basically, when you start running out of water, the goal is to say, well, hey, you know, all that brown water or sewage water or the water
They actually call it black water.
runs over your body and then goes into the drain in the shower. How can we reuse that so that we can, you know, have enough water so everybody doesn't have to not water their lawns or take their showers in the future? So Mark Lehman talked to a guy who says, not coming here. We're gonna vote to say that our lawmakers can't even think about doing this in the future.
And they don't want their kids drinking recycled sewage water.
Rich Yost is with Let Volusia Vote and supports letting residents decide. He tells us many have concerns about the safety of turning treated sewage into drinking water or pumping it into aquifers.
The time is now, because this is a hot button topic, and the vast majority of the population does not want this as an option.
Last month, Volusia County voted to reject putting toilet to tap on the ballot.
Daytona Beach is different because they actually have had a pilot program for this. You know, it was in 2018 when they did that.
Yost says the city's population has grown by about 25% after first exploring the initiative. With that in mind, he hopes Daytona Beach is more mindful of development to protect its most precious resource.
We don't need to continue that path. We can build up to a point that our natural environment can naturally sustain.
Yost tells us he plans on speaking at tonight's meeting, which is set for 6 p.m. Important to note, this is only the first reading of this ordinance. It will be brought back up again in 2 weeks, and if passed at that point, the measure would appear on the November ballot. In Daytona Beach, Mark Lehman, News 6.
So I find this topic fascinating. As somebody who likes to zoom out a little bit and take a bird's eye view of a story, here's the deal. Florida is growing. More people come here every year.
Gosh.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. We get that. We have a certain amount of water, and it's lower in some years and higher in other years. So you can either start reusing the water as more people come in, or you keep the other people from coming in
here. You're not going to do that.
Which isn't exactly legal. But that's sort of the route it seems like some people might want to take. Now, there are
some places are doing it already.
Doing this. Tampa's doing it. Not only do they do this, they treat the water, the black water, as you call it. They also have a desalination plant that churns out 25 million gallons of water.
Oh, I lived in Tampa when they opened that thing, and we did. You would not think that desalination plant opening would be a huge deal. Oh my gosh, it was like we had a parade.
So why doesn't everybody do that? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't think they understand it. And I think when you say we're going to turn your toilet water into tap water, there are more steps in between that. It doesn't go from toilet to tap. There's several steps.
They clean the water.
Of course.
A lot. And, you know, everything gets labeled these days. Everything's propaganda. You know, that sounds disgusting. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it does.
I don't want to lap up my bathtub or my toilet water. You
don't want to drink anyone's bath water.
Terrible. But the truth of the matter is that water you drank at the gym today was one day peed out by a brontosaurus. You know, like, I mean, that's just, it's water. It has been up in the air. It has been rain. It's been in bodies. It's the same amount of water we had long ago is the same water that we have today.
I can always rely on you to break it down to the grossest level possible. Dinosaur pee.
It's dinosaur pee.
Okay.